Hello, today we're picking up my video from halfway through a run because it was an interesting run. As you can tell, my profile picture is a sea anemone because it's also pretty much one of my favorite super auto pets. And here you see me trying to get a full sea anemone squad in a buy-sell pack that has nearly all of the buy-sell pets, excluding all potential buy-sell pets from the danger pack. Still have to buy and play that one. But as you can see, I've got the 2 stoats, I've got the level ups ready, and well, it's not going so hot. I'm at 3 lives, 0 trophies, Griffin is coming in. I'm waiting to sell the stoats for next tier so that I can hopefully get more sea anemones. I'm just double checking which tier we're at, and we get a platypus. That's pretty good. And then I've got a griffin, not sure why, maybe to immediately buy sell when I'm not, so that I don't reset my griffin toy right after selling the first one. And we hit tier 4, and I immediately get a sea anemone in the shop, as you can see. And now I decide it's time to sell off my first griffin, sell off the opossum, throw in the other, no. First buy, sell the guinea pigs for the money, then throw in the opossum, then buy, sell the stoats. And we unfortunately don't get anything we want out of them. And then I put down the platypus, then sell everything. And I don't throw the griffin down yet because I want all the stats to go on to the sea anemones. Now I throw down the griffin, and here was slightly inefficient. I lost 1/1 stats, but now I found another sea anemone. And you can see me kind of hesitating what I should do, and I get another sea anemone. So this is where I decided, hey, I'm going to do my best and try and win the game. And I don't understand why I kept the griffin. I could have bought it, sold it, and then gotten much more stats. But it's okay, we did a draw. And yeah, you see I was hesitating and I sold in the end. And this time I sold the griffin without caring about whether the toy was going to be refreshed, because it did, inevitably. And you can see me trying to end on the Hercules beetle so that some of the sea anemones get a few little bit of stats. Unfortunately, we run into a hippo that clears our entire team. And after losing that battle, we're on 0 trophies, 1 heart. And there's a stoat in the shop, and we sell it, and we don't get anything good out of it. So then we think a bit, we freeze the griffin for the eventual toy, we sell another something, then we sell another sell pet, and there are stoats. Stoats are great with sea anemones because if you sell them and you get another sell pet, it's just 2 sell pets for the price of 1. And here you see a team that I am going to beat because my backline is much stronger than their backline. And you see me freezing the magic beans in the shop because that, at the start of the next turn, you get +4 gold for when you sell a pet. So with my buy-sell strategy, you can see that I am going to earn more gold to earn more stats in the coming turns. And I've saved a griffin up for the new, to refresh the toy, and you can see I've saved the other one. And I'm hesitating whether to do an elk. I had a few successful runs with an elk, but unfortunately I forgot to record any of them, so Yeah, and you can also see me hesitating, as in, did I just kind of screw myself over? Yeah, because now I've got to wait an entire turn for the toy. But luckily we get lots of stats, and there are lots of pets in the shop that we can sell. And soon we're gonna get a tier 4 toy. And we draw once again. This pack is full of draws until you win. And we get a golden beetle. And a questing beast as well. Oh, I didn't know I didn't have that achievement. Well, now I have the sticker at least. And yeah, use it on there. Nothing I want from the enemy. And now I buy, sell the questing beast. And skip the toy, and then skip the toy again. Because I'm hoping to get a level 3 see an enemy from the toy. And I got the hamster because it's just 3 gold. You save 2 gold when rolling, and then you roll 2 more times, and then you sell it, and then you have use 3 gold and earn 3 gold back. But now you see I'm trying to hurry, get some stats. I took a look at the anglerfish again. Anglerfish is mostly in the pack for if there's a token pet, such as sloth, phoenix bird, other token pets that I might want. And you see I sold the hamster once its rolls had run out. And now I put down the mouse. And I didn't sell the mouse. Then I could have put the possum down. It would have been more stats. It would have been an apple. But unfortunately, I didn't do it. There's a bunch of these little things that get in the way and that I don't think of. That was an interesting mana snipe team that we just encountered. But yeah, thanks to this pack, my oyster stats, they have skyrocketed from near the bottom to definitely at the top of my sell list. And you see me keeping the oyster. As we run into a danger pack enabled team, we win once again because of all the stats we have. But now I sell the Hercules beetle. And I think I'm trying to get the achievement on the oyster this run. But I don't think so. I think I'm going to eventually sell it. No, I do not. Although there is one funny thing I've noticed. If you sell a platypus and there's only one available slot, then usually, it's always the, what do you call it? A duck. It's always the duck that appears, not the beaver. But then I run into a behemoth, get it, of a team, and I can't win. You saw me check if I was recording, and well, now we're getting into the actual successful run. One of the only ones I've managed to record on this. The other one was interspersed with family spam. And you can see I always go for the ones that have the most stats. And here's another new danger pet. I'm planning on eventually doing the entire danger pack blind until I win. So I haven't seen any danger pack media whatsoever. All I know is two. There's one that jumps attacks, and there's one, the giant tortoise. That's all I know. And well, you can see I'm going for the early cell level ups whilst I fight against a triple pigeon team, and we both draw so that we both gain an extra life. And you see I've got one level up ready, And two level ups ready, and one almost there. Now I just need to survive 3 more turns without losing much life. And this team, it looks like we might draw. Nope, we lose. And, well, now I plop the beaver down. I look for the last level up. And I should have taken that pita bread there, because there wasn't anything from the shop I would have bought, except maybe a sloth. If I get a sloth during my danger pack runs, I'm going to ditch the blind danger pack idea and just do full sloth. And this team, well, we're definitely going to lose. I just don't have the stats or any in-battle abilities. What I do have is potential for a full 50-50 team. And here you can see it. I got 2 CN enemies, I got a 3rd CN enemy, and I thought, yeah, this is the run. This is the run where I get a full CN enemy team and I win. It doesn't have to be 5 of a kind. I could probably throw an elk in there too. Because if you have an elk and you always end with a cell pet instead of keeping it in open space, then you get some of your gold back. It's quite handy. And you can see I take the griffin because this game is going to go for a while still, and, well, we lose. But the griffin is a fun pet, and essentially you get 4 gold for 3 gold. It's a sell. And you can always get a stoat, which would be great. And if we get a stoat fast enough, 4 turns, no, we won't get a level 3 CN enemy out of the stoat anymore, sadly. Well, pigs and the golden beetles, these are the perfect pets for this pack, alongside with platypus, because you sell them and you only lose 1 gold out of the 3 you spend, because it sells for 1 + 1. And you see, here's another Buysell team with 2 owls, which I respect. But my Buysell has just been going faster. It's better, stronger. And the rest of that meme, I don't know the rest of it. Well, we're on turn 7, 2 hearts remaining, 1 trophy, and we find a 4th CN enemy. Well, this is the dream. We gain 4/4 in stats for everything we sell, and then we gain extra stats if we sell stuff. That gives stats. And then I freeze the chocolate. I like chocolate a lot. And then I sell it, and then I get a beaver once again. Duck, sorry. And then I have enough gold to buy another golden beetle, and then I end my turn. So now I'm at 4 CN enemies, most of it above 10 attack at 10 HP, and for only turn 7, this is pretty impressive. So I steamroll through that other team as well. So I sell the beetle, get a bunch of stats, and then throw the chocolate. I don't think it really matters where I throw it, to be honest. Then I get another chocolate. I freeze the griffin because there's no promises that I'm going to get another griffin after the toy runs out. And you see I pass up the buffalo. The buffalo is a pretty fun pet with this team because it can help you survive the early rounds. Because early rounds you just got a bunch of weak CN enemies. They're not weak now, but they are weak when you get them. You start with 4/4 stats, I believe. And the buffalo, it's 3 pets sold, gain 2/2, 4/4, 6/6. And you can see the sap gods, they adore me. Or I adore them and they pity me. And you can see I get even more good buy-sell pets. Then I sell the duck first so that the beaver lands on the CN enemy. And then I don't sell the pig and then the golden beetle and then put the gold. Inefficiency, inefficiency. But then here we've got another CN enemy team. But it looks like they've just got it and they're just starting to pivot with it. And, well, I've had my CN enemy since turn 5, so and I've got a fully dedicated pack towards it, so it's much better. And we get a flamingo out of the chest. Zebra's also an amazing pet because it gives you stats when you buy it, stats when you sell it, and stats when you sell it because of the CN enemy. So I just decide to scrap the flamingo. I've got Pill in the back. But as you see, I'm just rolling for gold. Quite literally, golden beetle. And you see me get another platypus. Platypuses are just bonuses if you have all of it, because it's you use 3 gold and you get 3 gold back and you get 2 attack. And a Jersey Devil would be a fun combo with this team. And you see me rolling. Bloodhound was also fun in this team. And you see me buy a fairy because I didn't know what else to buy. I thought maybe I can use the toy, but then I would get rid of the map, which is not my intention. And you see they have a fairly strong front line, but we're turn 10-10, all 30 plus CN enemies. They don't stand a chance. And we win again. And then back in the shop phase, I do the stupid move of not selling the fairy so that it can hog even more stats. But then I do the play of Venus flytrapping, chocolating, and I didn't use tofu, which is surprising enough. I did grab a mouse though. And then we go back into the battlefield with ridiculously high statted pets for turn 11. And this team doesn't really stand much of a chance with me approaching 50-50 on the back 2 pets. Well, approaching 50-50, getting kind of close. And then my favorite Buysell pet appeared again. The oyster. And, well, I decided to throw the apple on the weakest of the pets. And Questing Beast. Great pet, but right now I don't need the toy, so I just sell the toy. Well, I don't sell the toy, I get rid of it, skip it. And you can see I'm almost at 50-50 on I hit 50-50 on one of my CN enemies. And the platypus, it's fun. If you sell a platypus with 1 slot, it's always the beaver that gets launched, which means that the developers probably thought that the platypus was more of a duck. It's true, check it. And you can see here I'm getting nearly 50-50 everywhere. And once that happens, the pets that are 50-50, they don't get targeted by scaling anymore. And then you can just stat the last few up. So this run, it's going pretty well so far. 2 turns, we're going to have another 3 gold cell pet from tier 2. Hopefully it's a stoke, because like that we get 6 gold. And now we're on 7 wins, 2 hearts. This is on par for being a nice, big, fat win. And then I sell the platypus, you get a duck again. And we lose some stats to the duck. But I got a bunch of platypuses in this run. Didn't count them all. Maybe I could count them one day. But you can see now there's only 1 of them away from 50-50. And now we're statting the last one up. Of course, all of the stats to go onto the duck instead of the CN enemy. But we're turn 13 with almost full 50-50s. And, well, that's pretty scary. And then I freeze a magic bean because it's an extra 4 gold, so it's a 3 gold investment and you gain 1 gold in the end. 4 minus 3 is 1. Big math. Then we come across a scary looking team that is still starting to shop scale, or currently shop scaling. I don't know what they're doing. But then we come back into the shop phase, which lasts infinitely longer. And we don't get a stoat. But we do have 18 gold. And then we buy that. We water youth it, hoping to get something better. Of course, we don't. But we've got plenty of gold to make the pivot. Pivot. Look for more water youth. I forgot to put Competo in this pack, which I have now fixed and added a few pets that benefit from being really high stats. And ho-ho, we come into another one. But we hit a Sphinx instead. I pass up on the Griffins because it's almost over and I don't think I will have enough time. And yeah, full team of nearly full 50-50s. The enemy didn't really stand a chance. Now I know how those really good Super Auto Pet YouTubers feel when they constantly win a battle and get the super meta buff teams. And I decided to sell it because it's the last turn. And there's the last CN enemy. You know what we're going for. We're going for a full CN enemy team. Almost full 50-50 except for the last pet, but eh. So I don't really know why I'm doing this. Maybe vanity. Maybe looking for another CN enemy, so it's 3 level 2s and 2 level 1s. But in the end, I just decided to throw a croissant on top of the last one. And lo and behold, 4 50-50s and all of the same pet. That Rhino didn't see anything coming. And we get the popcorn, which we get another CN enemy out of. Fantastic. And well, there you have it. There's the win. First full 50-50 win. Well, almost 50-50. But it's definitely my first win that's all of the same pet. And well, I'll see you next time.